was going to the Hawks game. I mean, I've never seen it. I've never seen it. And they were staying after the game rooting for the Hawks, talking about the Hawks, saying this is their year, they going to the finals, and talking smack to me while I was doing sports. I mean, you have to see this stuff. Skip, I've never seen it. I've never seen it in all my years of covering the Atlanta Hawks.
They are now 45-12. They are 8 games up on number 2 in the West, in the East, Toronto. 8 games up. They are running away with the Eastern Conference.
The 2014-2015 Atlanta Hawks are often one of the most overlooked teams in NBA history. This Atlanta Hawks team finished the season with a franchise record of 60 wins and finished as a number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Not only did they finish as the number 1 seed in the East, they finished 7 games ahead of the newly formed Big Three in the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Hawks also had a 19-game winning streak, and within the streak went undefeated 17-0 in the entire month of January. This Atlanta Hawks team was good, and they were led by 4 All-Stars, starting off with one of their captains, Jeff Teague, who finished the season with 16 points, 7 assists, 2.5 rebounds, and a little under 2 steals a game. This 2015 All-Star appearance has so far been Teague's one and only All-Star appearance in his entire NBA career, which makes this one All-Star selection even more strange. Their second All-Star on this team was Kyle Korver, and he finished the season with 12 points, shooting a remarkable 49% from the three-point line, as well as averaging 4 rebounds and 3 assists a game. This is also Korver's one and only All-Star appearance in his entire career, which is another reason why this team is so forgotten, since 2 out of their 4 All-Stars have only had 1 All-Star appearance in their entire career. Their next All-Star, as well as their other captain, was Paul Millsap. Millsap finished the season putting up 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, as well as putting in his fair share of defensive work of 2 steals and almost a block a game. This was Paul Millsap's second consecutive All-Star appearance, and it wouldn't be his last. He would end up getting All-Star appearances for 2 more consecutive years, making his total selections at 4 in total and 4 in a row. Millsap also ended up receiving all defensive second-team honors the following year, showing his strong defensive impact that he had for this Atlanta Hawks team. Their last and final All-Star, as well as their third captain, was their big man, Al Horford. Horford also had a very solid season, averaging 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists a game. Alongside Millsap, Horford was also a very solid defender and finished the season with 1.3 blocks and close to 1 steal a game. This was Horford's third All-Star selection out of 5, which means that Horford has been consistently a solid player and along the way received a second-team All-Defense selection. So now we are at the 2015 NBA playoffs, where the Hawks are beginning their quest of winning a title and taking down LeBron and the Cavaliers. In the first round, the number 1 seeded Hawks were matched up against the number 8 seed Brooklyn Nets. Although the Nets put up a strong effort and pushed this series to a Game 6, the Hawks were able to close them out in a blowout Game 6 win. This ended up being Atlanta's first playoff series win since 2011 and put them one step closer to bringing home a championship. This also meant that they were going to face off against the number 5 seeded Wizards in the second round, led by star point guard John Wall. Although this series is oftentimes forgotten or overlooked, there is one play that most NBA fans will remember, and it took place in Game 3 with the game tied at 101. This is what happens next.
Now that series, when they blew a 20-point lead against the Warriors, Beal letting the clock wind down. Beal against Bazemore. Here comes Pierce with 5 seconds left. Pierce with 3. Pierce with 2. Pierce fall away at the horn. It's gone! Paul Pierce does it again as the Wizards win it 103-101. How's that for a finish? You blow a 21-point lead, and then Pierce with a game winner at the buzzer.
Did you call bank? I call game.
Although the Hawks lost Game 3 in dramatic dramatic fashion, they were able to bounce back in Game 4 and come out with a huge win to even the series up at 2 apiece, which set up a pivotal Game 5 matchup that can see the winner of this game take control of the entire series. This pivotal Game 5 also ended up being another close game. With the Hawks down by 1 and 8 seconds left in the game, they decide to put the ball into Dennis Schroeder's hands.
Korver gets it in for Schroeder. 6 seconds. Schroeder makes his move. The drive to the rim. It's blocked. Horford flies in. Horford lays it in. 1.9. Washington has no timeouts. Pierce gets it to Wall from midcourt. It's over. Atlanta takes Game 5, 82-81. Al Horford comes through in the clutch. The truth is denied.
Not only did Al Horford grab one of the clutchest rebounds in the series, he was able to lay the ball back into the basket, giving the Hawks a critical Game 5 victory. With the Hawks one win away from reaching the conference finals, this is how the end of Game 6 unfolded.
Stuck with Pierce and Nene right at the free throw line.
Beal inbounding. Here's Wall. Wall in trouble. 3 seconds left. Wall with 2. Here's Pierce, and Pierce gets it away. Good. And it's gone. He did it. Paul Pierce ties it. Sends it to overtime. This guy's unreal. I think it's in his hand. I think this gets overturned, and the game and series are over.
That is a very plaintive look right there on Paul. He's not sure himself.
That's it. The Atlanta Hawks win the game, win the series, and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 45 years.
After escaping Game 6 with the win, the Hawks are now headed to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they are finally matched up against the Cavs. This was the series that everyone was looking most forward to. But going into Game 1, the Cavs were already short-handed this playoffs without Kevin Love due to a shoulder injury.
Olynyk and Love fighting for it. And this is going to be cool. Did Love hurt himself?
Yes, he did.
His shoulder popped out.
Yeah, he ran right past
He's going right to the locker room. I think his shoulder popped out. So a big moment here as Kevin Love's shoulder popped out as he was battling with Olynyk, and he raced right to the locker room.
So now, this takes us to Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Hawks are feeling extremely confident going into this game and series after battling a tough Washington Wizards team. Although the Cavs were short-handed in this series, they were able to defeat the Hawks in Game 1. Going into Game 2, it was reported that Kyrie Irving was going to miss Game 2 and Game 3 with an injury. At this point, everyone thought that this was going to be the momentum swing the Hawks needed in order to take control of this series. But the Hawks shockingly ended up losing Game 2 by double digits, and in a critical Game 3, with the Hawks down by 3 in overtime. This is how Game 3 ended.
Doncic gets it in. This is Matt. Looking for a 3. Here it is. Not able to hit. Boston Millsap gets it back to back in the corner. This for the tie. It's all over.
The Hawks somehow lost Game 3 against a banged-up Cavaliers team, which put their hopes of winning a championship in jeopardy. With the Hawks on the brink of elimination, down 3-0, the Hawks headed into Game 4, hoping to keep their season alive.
The Cavaliers making a 4-game sweep. They're headed to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2007.
The Hawks ended up getting swept by the Cavaliers, ending their historical season. This loss allowed LeBron to advance to his 5th straight finals and put the Hawks as another team to fall victim to a LeBron-led team in the playoffs. This Atlanta Hawks team should have been the team that defeated LeBron and ended his consecutive finals appearance streak. And that was the story of one of the most overlooked teams in NBA history. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more basketball related content. My name is Game Time Productions, and I'm out.